Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome back to the Spellweaver tournament. We have ourselves round 3 of the losers bracket between Rhijan and the Fuzz. This is yet another game where I was given, a video with no sound, and this was played in windowed mode, hence the, the black bits around the corners there. So we'll see how this goes. We're closing in on the end of the tournament, and I have yet to play my game, but when I do, it will be posted on the up on my channel. I was warned beforehand by the Fuzz who sent me this video that there are times where the players are just kind of not stalling, but kind of thinking intensely. So there will be periods of nothing happening, as I understand it. Again, I'm watching this live for the first time, so I don't necessarily know exactly what is going to happen. So let's go ahead and dive right on in. Now we see the Fuzz is still playing his Dominion Wisdom aggro deck. He doesn't have a turn 2 play to follow up that Aristocrat, unfortunately. And Rhijan has a sleep. Oof. But he does have the second spoiled Aristocrat, which is good. He activates. Does the spoiled Aristocrat trigger with sleep on him? I guess we'll see, won't we? So out goes the Contraptionist. Yep. They put a Metabolic Overcharger on the one that can attack, and he's swinging in for 6. I gotta play this deck. The Fuzz, I hope you don't mind, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and yep, there we go. So it does activate even with the sleep. The I can't attack block is from the sleep. I think I'm actually gonna try out a deck similar to this. I'll either build it or find it online and do a video on this, because this is very much a good deck in my opinion. Kind of like the old Vamp Lamp decks without the storm and fewer lamps, I assume, considering the fact that I don't see any. Well, I haven't seen any lamps in any of his games, but we know Rhijan is playing his his life gain. Ooh, he's got an Angelic Song. That's an interesting card choice. Oh, there's a lamp. I say there's no lamp, and he plays a lamp. Although maybe the lamp was implemented for this round, you know what I mean? Maybe it wasn't in the original deck list, but now it is because the decks can change. So he's gonna Obelisk of Unity. He's going to change it to double. There's a Cataclysm, but Fuzz is going to get to draw a card. He's going to play Dominion Shrine. Oh, first he's going with the Okay. I was wondering if he was going to play the Vampirism in order to get that extra point of damage through. But I think he's just going to try and set up for lethal next turn. I mean, he has lethal with the lamp, but we all know that Rhijan is playing a life gain deck, so never really count him out in that regard. He could have he could easily have a Word of Grace right now that'll gain him enough life to survive the next turn, but we'll see what Rhijan has. And again, like I said, there's some periods of rather intense thinking in this game. So double New Horizons, and a Word of Grace. Although that was a bit of a misplay. Rhijan should have used his Obelisks of Unity to gain the 2 extra levels, and he would be at 10 instead of 6 right now. I have no idea what's going on here. Okay. But he plays that for the Dominion level. He plays his Vampirism, and he's got game. That is lethal. Wouldn't be lethal if Rhijan had had activated his 2 obelisks for order levels before playing the Word of Grace. But not necessarily sure that would have saved him. So we'll move on to game 2, and now Rhijan will be on the play. So not necessarily the best opener for Fuzz, although he does have a Temptress of Deceit in his hand, which is always good against. Temptress of Deceit is like a silver bullet for a deck like Rhijan's, because if he's able to get through a Temptress of Deceit attack or two and take out his opponent's Words of Grace, then that's pretty much just GG, you know what I mean? But we'll see what Rhijan has here, or if he's gonna make a choice in cards just yet. Stay tuned. Later today, I will be uploading. I think I might be uploading them simultaneously. It'll depend. Another episode of Deck Doctor. I've decided that Deck Doctor is going to be a series where I do Deck Doctor, and then either later in the week or in a separate video later that day, I play games with it. So it'll be separate until I decide otherwise. Gameplay with a deck that I've Deck Doctored and the actual Deck Doctor will be two separate videos. I primarily want to do the Deck Doctor videos first, because I get those out first because people request my assistance with that, and I want to make sure I get them, whatever help they feel they need with their deck first, then do the gameplay. I want to help people first before. So, but anyway, Rhijan doesn't have anything except an Ancient Wisdom. We're not seeing much out of the Fuzz either, which plays right into Rhijan's hands. So there's a Library Guards. That's gonna slow Fuzz down, although he's got the Assassinate for it. What am I saying? Don't listen to me. Don't listen to me, people. I may sound like an idiot, act like an idiot, and talk like an idiot, but don't let that fool you. I really am an idiot. So Rhijan plays or Fuzz plays a Spoiled Aristocrat. Rhijan plays a Disquisitive Spirit, but he's got the Cathedral of Night to take care of it. Unfortunately, he doesn't have a creature to follow up and play. There's a Temptress of Deceit. That's gonna be big. But does he play the Overcharger? Does he go full aggro here? Or does he save it for the Temptress of Deceit, where that could protect it from cards like Assassinate? Nope, he doesn't. He's probably holding on to the to assassinate whatever Rhijan might play. So we'll see what Rhijan has here. He plays the Wisdom Shrine for mana, sleeps the Temptress of Deceit, and plays a Disquisitive Spirit that Fuzz is going to assassinate. So, no peeks into Rhijan's hands just yet. Metabolic Overcharger on the Spoiled Aristocrat swings for 6. But he gets disarmed. Ooh. So, no damage there. Does he play the Shadow Step Assassin before passing? Nope. He's probably wanting to avoid playing into a Cataclysm if he can help it. If I had to guess, that's what the Fuzz is thinking. There's a Contraptionist of his own after Rhijan plays that and a Disquisitive Spirit. He's going to draw a card, get a Swiftblade Assassin. He's going to take control of the Disquisitive Spirit and attack with the Unstoppable into the Contraptionist. The sleep falls off the Temptress of Deceit. Now the question is, he plays the Contraptionist, gets the Obelisk Unity. He does have the double or Wisdom, and here comes the Cataclysm. I was just about to ask, does he have the Cataclysm? But with 11 cards in hand, you better believe he has the Cataclysm. So, drawing a card. Ooh, he's got a Contraptionist and a Swiftblade Assassin he can play. But does he? Does he want to play? Nope. Anyone who just heard that, this is my beagle walking into the room. He doesn't like to be left alone for very long. He walks in, takes a look around, and walks right on out. He's a lot like a cat that way. So we've got a Contraptionist with an Obelisk of Unity, another Library Guard, and a Sleep. Ooh, and there's the Reflector. I'm pretty sure this one's going to go to Rhijan just because the Fuzz might be out of steam. I don't know if anyone can hear that, but my dog is making some weird noises. But anyway, Rhijan, I would wager, has plenty of, or at least 1 to 2 copies of Word of Grace in his hand, considering he's got cycled through 2/3 of his deck and has 10 cards in hand. Now, if he plays it, that's 6, reflected back for 12, plays another one, reflects it back. Yep, there's double Reflector. So he could play... Oh, he's reflecting back New Horizons. Wow. Well, that's 10 a piece. A 10 per. What's he going to hope to hit? Nothing. All his creatures must be either in the graveyard or in his hand. This is, I believe this was before the change to the Spina. I didn't get a chance to read her ability when he used it. I'm not exactly sure whether this was before the Spina's most recent change to make it so that she checks for health and attack. Or, no, that was the original one. Yeah, it checks for level and mana first. So, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Gonna gain 30 life off a single Word of Grace with the 3 Reflectors and win this game. So we'll be moving on to game 3 here. Yep. Well, he just plays the other one, but either way, we'll be moving on to game 3 here with the Fuzz. That's just fun to say. I wish more more players in this tournament had a "the" in front of their name. Makes announcing it, more entertaining. But anyway. Rhijan! Yeah, it can be done with anyone, but easier with "thes." The Vortex, the Fuzz. I could be the Boltor, but I'm already Boltor, and no one wants me to be the Boltor. That's just corny. So, Fuzz opens up with a Spoiled Aristocrat, and we'll see what Rhijan has to counter. He's gonna play a New Horizons. Once again, sadly, not much in the way of a follow-up play for the Fuzz. So that Spoiled Aristocrat's going to just stay there and pout for another turn. Obelisk of Unity comes down off a Contraptionist. He's got the Assassinate for the Contraptionist. Assassinist the Contraptionist? I don't know. In my head there was some kind of rhyme there or some kind of pun, but in reality it didn't work out all that well. So he's going to play the Temple or the Cathedral for level, and I guess he really needs the card draw. So he'll swing in for 3, hit Rhijan, get out of here, CC cleaner. I really got to do something about that because that keeps popping up in all my videos. I've got to, anyone who knows that program, please help me. I need to find a way to freaking disable its annoying pop-ups. But at any rate, he's going to send back one of the Dominion Shrines and get nothing. He really needs that Wisdom Shrine to play anything that's in his hand. But we'll see what he draws. He draws the Drela. But he has the mana. He's going to push through and hit Rhijan with the Temptress of Deceit. Let's see what he can get. Let's see what he hits. An Obelisk of Unity is the only legal target. That's fine, I guess. I mean, it's not what you want to hit, but it's better than nothing. He knows that his opponent doesn't have any Words of Grace in his hand, though, which is always good. But uses the Thorough Study for the card draw. And we'll see what next Rhijan has. Plays a card for mana, or Shrine for mana, and plays the Angelic Song. Gonna send back, hopefully there's the Wisdom Shrine he needed. But now he can play Drela, Drela. Ruthless Oppressor. So we'll see what Rhijan has now. He's still got to answer his opponent's. He's still got to answer the Fuzz's Temptress of Deceit. Otherwise, that Temptress is going to just continue to poke through, not only for damage, but seeing into Rhijan's hand and potentially taking out his only win condition. But we will see what Rhijan has here. 6 mana. Double Obelisk for his double Wisdom or levels. He could potentially have stuff like Cataclysm. He could have. There's a solid answer for and the Angelic Song. I was about to say it's not a super solid answer because Lamp can block for the Temptress, but now it's checking the graveyard. All right, it's gonna pay nothing because he doesn't think he can hit anything with the 3 mana. So Spoiled Aristocrat goes out and he passes. He wants to keep Lamp as an option. Although I doubt Rhijan will be doing any attacking, considering he pretty much just wants to avoid damage. He plays the Cathedral of Night and uses the ability on the Spoiled Aristocrat to gain 2 life and to kill the Spoiled Aristocrat. And we'll see how Fuzz follows up. He plays the Disquisitive Spirit, draws a card, activates Lamp, and uses Lamp to kill Library Guard. Potentially something from Rhijan. I'm not exactly sure what Disarm's cost is, but at any rate, he lets it go through. The trade happens. So Rhijan has slowed up the Fuzz, but isn't totally out of the woods yet. But he is obelisking for double order, plays the Word of Grace, and he's going to reflect it back for another 6 life, so he'll go to 29. So he'll go to 29. He's only 11 life off of winning, so that's another Word of... He hits a Contraptionist, which is good because it gets him a Metabolic Overcharger. But that swings him in for 4, and only 4. 4 is going to knock him to 25. He needs 15, which means he needs a total of... Rhijan will need 1 more order level in order to win. 1 more order level will bump him up to 4 levels. With the double Obelisk Unity, that means he can gain 8 life per Word of Grace. And in addition, with the Reflector, means that he can get 16 out of the 2 8s and win that way. But, he's got the Angelic Song. That's going to buy him some time. But right now, it's a question of whether or not Rhijan has the double Word of Graces or the Word of Grace or not. He's used 1 already, but he certainly has the way or means of digging through his deck. That's what Order does. Does Fuzz just commit to the board here? Does he just commit everything in his hand to the board in an attempt to overrun Rhijan in following turns? We will see. We'll see what Rhijan has here. He could have more stall. He could have the answer. He's up to 10 mana now. Obelisk Unity changes into a Dominion Shrine. Obelisk Unity changes into a Dominion Shrine. He's going to get life gain, then Cataclysm. But, and another Angelic Song. I think that Angelic Song is going to win Rhijan the game. Normally I would think that the double Lamp would give Fuzz ample opportunity to hit Rhijan to put him away from being able to win, but Rhijan again only needs 1. There's the extra order level. And if we see him change his wisdom levels into order, yep, I'm pretty positive this game is over, ladies and gentlemen. There's the Word of Grace and the Reflector to reflect back the Word of Grace. I am surprised at just how effective Rhijan's deck is. And just about every other game we see, the aggro deck beats the control deck or the slower deck. But, you know, Word of Grace Reflector just seems to be winning Rhijan all the games. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like I said, we're closing in on the end of this tournament. Rhijan is, pretty strong, it seems, and I might be facing Rhijan down the line here in the tournament. But right now, I'm waiting on my opponent to respond to me. But anyway, you guys don't care about that. You came here for awesome tournament videos and my wonderful commentary. So at any rate, if you guys enjoyed this, thumbs up, like, comment, subscribe, the whole nine. Check out my Facebook page. Put a link in the description below. Anything you can do to help support me, helps support Spellweaver in general, helps grow the game, and I'm really hoping once this game gets greenlit for Steam, which I believe the devs said that once it gets greenlit for Steam, is when this game goes out of open beta and just releases officially. So when that happens, we'll definitely see many more players. At any rate, guys. Until next time, may the cards rise to meet you and bring good RNG to your enemies.